Abi Ann here on A-Sides.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
It's nice to have you here. So you graduated last June and you're back in the classroom so soon.
Woo!
Savor it.
Great.
Enjoy it.
Education, yeah.
So let me talk to you about when I graduated high school. I went out for dinner and then I spent the summer probably drinking at parties and went to a lot of concerts, and
Nice.
You toured with Kelly Clarkson. So let's just first talk about how jealous you are of me.
Yes.
And all that I experienced after high school. No, seriously. I mean, talk to me about this weird, crazy rise to the top really quickly.
It's it definitely. I mean, it was a huge opportunity that not a lot of artists get. So I was super grateful from the beginning, and I recognized how incredible of an opportunity it was, and I really took advantage of it in every possible way. And I've just learned so much on the tour, and I just got so many new friends and really made all these great connections and relationships, and so much experience from just being on that stage. It was incredible. I mean, it really just sort of inspired me in a whole nother way, and really kind of allowed me to reinvent myself artistically as well.
How did it come about, out of curiosity? Because it's hi, I
know,
graduated high school, and then I'm on the road with her. So
I actually, so the year before that, I was touring a little bit with Jesse McCartney, and so the same people who got me on that tour was like, hey, Kelly, and then,
Is she as simply wonderful in real life as she seems? Or?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's incredible.
Because people openly would just answer that negatively if it was the opposite. It's such a stupid question to ask. No, she's a piece of shit, actually, and it was a terrible experience.
I think I'd hesitate more if I was lying. I'm not a good liar. I look around and I'm like, yeah, she's really cool.
She seems awesome.
She's incredible. I mean, honestly, she came onto the bus and she was like, I hadn't met her the first couple of days of the tour, and I was just like, when am I gonna meet Kelly? The inner 7-year-old in me was jumping up and down, wanting to meet her. And she came on the bus and she gave me a hug, and she just talked to us for 20 minutes, and really, just kind of was such a cool and humble person. It's really hard to come by that in the industry, so it was a huge breath of fresh air just to see someone so successful be so down to earth. I mean, she's really a great person, and you can tell just the way the tour was ran. It was just so she was just so laid back and chill that everybody else was. Right. I mean, she let me use her entire catwalk, which is unheard of. In the first show, I'll never forget, the stage manager told me, he's like, oh yeah, you can use the catwalk, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what? I'm like, I've not been on a catwalk ever. That's 20 feet out into an audience. I'm like, oh god. And so it was crazy. That was a huge learning experience.
You used it, obviously.
I did. Okay. Yes, I was determined to make that catwalk mine.
That's pretty badass. So, I mean, how do you stay grounded? I mean, like I said, I hate this, because anytime you interview any 18, 17, 16, 15-year-old, it's you're so wise beyond your years and all that BS. But how do you stay grounded, graduating high school and jumping onto this major tour and releasing music videos, and actually sometimes people just release an EP and it just lands with a thud, and you're just kind of waiting, and right out of the gate it looks like this is really taking off for you.
Yeah, I mean, I really have a really strong support system, and so my family has always been super, super influential and supportive, and I have really great friends, and they're just all incredibly supportive and very loyal, and I think it's really important to have that base and that inner circle, and really have those people that you can rely on, because I mean, a lot of them I've known since I was really young, and then a couple of them I've just met in the past couple of years, and just all of them have kind of continuously reminded me of who I am, and through this process just not to try and get lost, just not get lost in it, because it's an industry that it's hard to stay true to yourself, because there's so much just sort of doing music for getting popular, doing music for you, and doing it for the fans who really know what your sound is. And so I think that it's really important to stay true to yourself. And I've just always, I think my parents really are the ones who kind of gave me the fundamentals for sure.
And you do a lot of charity work, and I definitely want to give some props to that because we live in such a selfish society. So I want to just hear about, I know you're involved with anti-bullying campaigns and some other stuff. So
yes.
So please use this platform in a classroom to tell me about it.
Yes, where's my blackboard? Professor Abi. No.
I know there's a disconnect between bullying and classrooms, but I'm just kidding. But yeah.
No, I think, I personally, whenever I was younger, I was totally the misfit. I was the black duckling. Is that it? Did I just say
black
the saying
sheep?
Right? Black sheep. All right,
hey,
there you go.
There's a black duckling somewhere.
Yep, that was me. See, it wasn't even the sheep. Couldn't even be that. No, but I grew up in a very sport-oriented town, and I was just such like a musically inclined person and really could not run to save my life. Like literally, if something was chasing me, I would not be able to make it.
Like a black duckling, for example. They're very fast. Sorry.
I know, God. My metaphors are just misleading. But no, I really... Train of thought, where was it? Yes, so anti-bullying, I really, I grew up and I felt like very, out of place, and the people that I'd grown up with, they were in sports and I was just doing something else. And even though eventually I found my group of friends in theater, I didn't have that for a couple of years. And so my friends who I had literally grown up with were completely, turning their backs on me. And not that, we were all so young, like obviously they didn't know better, and obviously I didn't know better, and it was just all we're 8-year-olds running around, what do we know? But, I just felt a lot of isolation from that, and so I find it really easy to relate to people who have been bullied, and so that's why I'm really passionate about doing these anti-bullying rallies and going to schools and talking to the kids, because, coming from someone who's an 18-year-old, it's really a lot easier to talk to me than, someone who's, they're 30 years their senior, so right. I feel like it's, really important, and that's why I do music, is to really, that's sort of my impact on society. My dad has always said, what are you going to do that's going to change the world? And so that's always been sort of my thing, and music is just a universal language, and it's where I escape to, and so I just kind of want to provide that for other people as well.
Nice. Same deal with, I'm assuming your songwriting is somewhat therapeutic, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I literally write my life down on paper. It's, I write about my friends, I write about everybody, and, I think it's super important to, have that outlet, whether it's, painting or, writing for me, or sports somehow. I'm I don't know, but yeah, I think it's really important to have that escape and be passionate about something. What
about music videos? I know you just released one, Segue.
Yeah.
But
Segue.
No, but is that something that some musicians are just they want no part of videos. Pearl Jam is one band that comes to mind that they've done 3 legitimate videos maybe since their first album. But is that fun, or is that just kind of? I would think it's fun. It adds another layer to a song, right?
I think so. I think it's an awesome added visual, and I love fashion, so I love to express myself through my style. And so, on video, you really get an opportunity to do that, and I really love that about it. The video crew that I use for my videos are just awesome. We always have such a fun time, and it's really, it's just a 3-day party of just having fun with all these people, and just making videos, and it's really laid back and casual, but professional at the same time, and I think it's really rare to have that, and so I've had really good luck with videos for sure.
Cool. How's it feel to be on Radio Disney? I feel like I'd be happy even if I had a mention on something Disney related. Even if I was an extra in a commercial for a toy for a Disney action figure,
You'd be like, yes.
I feel like I made it. But to actually get,
I made it.
I made it. That's me behind the big Goofy doll. No, I couldn't tell. I thought you were the Goofy doll. No, so in terms of just not having them play it once, but actually having them play it, that's got to be a mind.
It is. It's such an honor, and it's very, you see that and you're like, oh my God, I'm worthy of that. It's very gratifying, and it's really, it's kind of you're doing something right. Good job. Pat on the back, friend. I don't know. I don't know. I've always, I listened to Disney ever since I was a kid, so that was sort of, I mean, Hannah Montana was like my person. Like she was my person. And so, kind of, seeing that family sort of pick me up and welcome me has been really nice. And, they're all so incredible and wonderful over there and just super accommodating and really friendly. So, I mean, I could not be happier to have them have premiered the video and, play the song in rotation. I mean, that's insane. I have like family friends and people who are like sending me photos of it being in their cars, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's a thing. That's crazy.
Be like, if I were you, I'd be happy if it was played once. Like
I didn't know they were going to put it in rotation, and so it was like crazy when they did. I was so excited. Cool.
I won't ask you any Miley Cyrus questions, even though I think she's awesome now. I really like the music she's making now, even though she's crazy.
She's herself, and I think that's important. It's hard to, like I said, cool. it's hard to, be yourself in this industry. So she's doing her.
Yeah. Black Ducklings. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.